US futures trading stream. Today is Friday. It is the last day of the third week of November. We are very close to enter the rollover period, maybe 1 week more, a week and a half more before the rollover period starts. One of the things that are worth to notice is just give me a second, I guess my volume is too low here. Okay, what I was saying, one thing that is worth to notice is I have here, what is this? Let me expand this a little bit. Okay, what I have here is the monthly time frame. Chart, and something that can see right away is that this market has taken previous month bar low out, and we don't have a one time frame higher anymore in the monthly time frame, which is the bigger time frame, right? We are not talking about intraday, we are not talking about daily, but the bigger time frame has changed, and that's something really important for what may come down the road. If I also, for example, wait a minute, if let me change this chart to daily, right? And what we see here in the daily now, right? What we see now, what is September 12th? September 12th is this little guy here. Let's make a rectangle. Let's encase this guy here. Better not. How do I remove this? Because I cannot do that. I can put an arrow. This day here, right? This is the beginning of the current contract. This is December contract started pick up really high volume during this day. Here it has like 500,000, something like that, and about 1 million during this day. And as you can see here, as you can see here, let me check how the heck do I open this? Well, this is Control 2. Oh yeah. As you can see, this is the beginning of the current contract. This is C5. The monthly, the current baseline now that the monthly has changed. You can use this to see what happened here, right? All of this inventory in the bigger time frame, in the bigger picture, I can say that all that is long or was long, and anything that was happening here now is back to where it all started. Now, is there going to be a liquidation here of all this inventory? Remember, what happened in the daily time frame, what is happening here, for example, in the overnight, we have a bunch of short here, being forced to cover here. And as you can see here, this is starting to look like short covering, but this is just, and this is very short time frame. This is, I would say this is the smallest time frame, right? This is 30 minutes periods, and these are monthly, right? This is monthly. Everybody is a month. The same thing can happen in that period as well. I'm not saying that's going to happen, right? But that may happen. This bar is extremely elongated. The difference from the one, of this one, from this one, from this one, from this one, from this one, is that now we have changed, right? Now we have changed. Something has changed here, right? And what's that? The monthly, right? The monthly has changed. Now, in the very short time frame, there is this inventory that is extremely short. We may see some attempt to short covering, especially being Friday today. But it's not end of the month. There is coming down the road. We don't have more time before the rollover, before the volume starts. Before the volume starts to wind down. And talking about volume, look at what we have here, right? Look at what we have here yesterday. This incredible volume the ES has had, 2.6, right? Normal, regular, any day, any good day would be 1.5. 1.5, 1.8 is extra. During rollover periods, we may have 1.8, even 2 at the highest, and nothing is close to what we have had yesterday. Really high volume, and as we were going through the stream yesterday, I really had a bias, right? A strong bias to the upside. We market. I believe this is the daily charts again. This is, I guess the market was kind of like up here, right? We were looking what the potential to take in this one, so this one even, But we were talking at the time. We were talking actually about Nasdaq, right? How the potential for Nasdaq was here, and if this market was going to take this or repair these highs here, because there is tremendous amount of stops, this market could have around about 1,000 points, right? That is what we were talking yesterday, but it didn't have it. And as we speak, as the session starts to develop, slowly we were noticing that there was something was changing there, right? And that's the important thing about trading. Trading is about change, also about being flexible. If I have a bias, I have to be very careful of having any kind of bias and being ready, right? I'm not ashamed to change my mind based it on what I am seeing on the screen. And instead of having 1,000 points up, what we had is 1,000 points down. Right? It's an unbelievable break, a really huge break. Nasdaq was the first to take the previous month out. It did it during this day here, right? And now the ES also has showed change, right? Both markets are now at the low of the previous month. We have a balance of 2 months now. It's not weekly, it's not daily, but 2 months balance. Let's check what's happening in the weekly, right? This is the weekly for the ES. Notice what we have here, 1, 2, 3. This is the area that we were talking about. And I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. I don't have too much time here. I'll zoom in, but based on these charts, from those charts, I have this upper range low support resistance, which is 65.90 in the ES, around, I guess it's this one, somewhere around that. And the um, Nasdaq has 24,380 actually. It's a little bit higher in Nasdaq. It's this area here with a strong, in my opinion, support resistance around the 24,500. What I'm watching or observing as the market approaches the opening is where this market is going to open relative to the spike, to the late spike we had yesterday. This is the late spike on the ES, and this one is CS, and this is Nasdaq. All right. I have a market here on my charts. I got kind of like too much crap in my charts right now. Saddle also is very important references. We have Saddle last here. This low in the ES is very questionable. I'll show you later why. The overnight low, I mean, this one has been checked here now. But this one remains very questionable. The overnight does not repair what happened during regular trading hours. The formation, most of the trading has occurred during or above saddle, which puts the inventory on the long side. So any kind of corrections we'll see a downside here, but I will be watching carefully how volume comes if this is what happens at the opening. I am planning to leave this market settle for a little bit. Usually under these circumstances I would expect some sort of rally, but I would be very careful now, especially for what we have seen here, right? What we have seen here in the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames now. All right. Let me minimize these things. Markets are open. I'm going to remain quiet now. I'm going to see what happens here. I'm also taking my breakfast here. Something is happening here. I cannot see chart settings, data limiting. Let's put 10. Let's see if this can update. Still, I cannot see. What the heck? This is the daily for Nasdaq. I'm supposed to have something like this. Okay, never mind. something from the over something I noticed in the overnight from yesterday. Uh, the contraction started right after close, and the volume we had during the overnight. Look at Nasdaq. It's a really crazy low volume. All of this, or most of the activity or what happened here is really low volume, very thin market, regardless of what we can see here. Right? If we have 284,000 in Nasdaq, almost or over 500,000 in ES, which means there's tremendous amount of volume here in this overnight, right? It is my opinion, it has been mostly just short-term trading here. Right? The high is not good for Nasdaq. The low is not good for ES. Both are very close to this, the go no-go level being the ES it is 6600. I don't know if there is a go no-go in Nasdaq. There's something interesting here. Okay, I got a signal here. What is that? There's some beat coming here. Right here, the 100. Did you see that? It's gone now. Right here. When I got that alarm comes, oh, here it is again. Look at that. Another one coming, right? Another buying. There's some buying coming from 100 in the ES. Very questionable though. Now we have questionable low here. Now questionable buying coming from exactly 100. Remember this formation here, right, right around this range, the current range. Because I don't. What I'm going to do now, chat settings. I'm going to remove this overnight. Alright, that's better. I just got too much. What about what about Nasdaq? Do we have the same thing in Nasdaq? Spike base. Look at the volume in the spike base. You know, right? Well, the pre-market has had volume, so there's interest just above this level in Nasdaq, which is pretty similar to the 100 in the ES. I'm going to remove this one as well. It's just too much. There's too much crap here. All right. Now I have. All right. This is the volume, the amount of volume that we have cut in the Nasdaq at the close. Right was zero, right at zero. I haven't seen that in the ES. Right. Usually, I would expect some sort of 5-digit volume coming that potentially will sign the end of the action. We didn't have that yesterday. But we had some volume coming, right? Like now 9,000, 7,000. That's not that bad. especially after the tremendous amount of of the, that the market has, the tremendous range that market has had yesterday. All right. Let me finish my breakfast. I'll come back in a second. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Um, there's some buying that's coming from the 100, buying coming from the spike here. Now, during the overnight, we have this POC from Nasdaq. Lowest right POC. The lowest right is at the base of something that the first observation that I have here is the market is not rejecting lower prices here. I mean, it's not a strong rejection, right? Most of the trading that happened here did not have too much movement after midnight. I mean, the range was pretty much there up until midnight. I am interested in knowing where is back here. All right here. Look at that. Look at that. Very, very, very systematic. Look what happened. to this. It moved from up here to here, right to low, the yesterday's low. That's another way to monitor trades. In the ES, for example, the halfback moved to kind of like to figure out where the end of the movement was. It moved right to where support resistance. This 66 is a level at which in the past maybe 1 month or month and a half ago was an area where the market saw a strong support, right? And the market really make a stand around that area. If this market comes higher, I would expect the same thing happening here, but this time to the downside. The expectation after days like yesterday is some rebalancing coming, right? You have really lower prices and some back and forth here. It's very early, really very early to try to do something here. Let's highlight Nasdaq here. You know what? I'm going to close this chart because I don't know what happened here. I am interested in really interested in seeing that. Let me close this and I will reopen again. Save all? Yes, I want save all. Let's open it again. I don't know what's happening here. Still, I cannot see. Oh, what? I need to close. It was there all the time, all this time. So it was just too far apart. Let me close this range. Okay. All right. Like that. This is nice here, no? Look at that. The market just come to this volume here, this area of volume. Now we are right where the market closed. All right. So there is some buying coming here. The first order here 65.80. Yeah, this is 65.80. That's a lot of volume there. 65.80. Well, this is 65.80. Whoo, right at 100. Look at that. There is a tremendous block coming here. I'm going to remove this one. I guess I should have the same thing for ES, for Nasdaq as well. But I still have to figure that out. Most people like love to trade Nasdaq. All right, look at that low, man. Ooh. Be aware of this volume coming at the highs here. The market can retrace. I want to see what the market does relative to this tremendous volume that has came up here. Because this is heavy to the upside. Oh, look at this. We have some. What is this? Look at that. Got to be very careful with this ball. What see if the market can come back to 65.80 here. All right then. There's some accumulation there. Many times we want to act too fast. Let me move this to the right side. Spike base. I think this is relevant. Look at that. This is the daily time frames. Volume profile for Nasdaq, very thin. This is, I don't see too much reds here, there's a lot of purples. Again, there's again coming right here, right now, 60. Now 10 points lower than this, there's some more buying coming here. Now this is not an alarm to buy. This is not an indicator, right? This is just showing me what's happening. The decision to trade or not to trade is up to me. All right. I want to put that in context of what's happening. Right. There is some buying in volume, in big volume coming, big blocks. I mean, not big volume, big blocks. I would say big volume too. I almost have 9,000 here, right here, 9,000. Remember down here, I didn't say the 5-digit numbers here. And the thing is, after when markets do this kind of movements to the downside, there is selling that happens here, right? Selling that happens here. Selling that comes down here. At one moment in time, these guys will start to cover down here. Somewhere around down here start to cover. And one thing, if the market comes back higher, one thing is, if it is just because they are starting to cover, right? Or if there is new volume that comes, those are two different things, right? 10 minutes, 20 minutes is really short time to find out what is the case, what can be the case here. Look at this. Look at this. Have you seen this? There's some volume coming here in Nasdaq from yesterday. It is a little bit higher relative to yesterday. The ES has had the same thing down here. Where are you? 9,000 right here, and now it's having it up here. Do you see that? No. As I say, I am not seeing rejection of lower prices. I still don't know if this is short covering. I mean, long, positions being. This is the base of the spike. This can be. I don't know if this is going to be relevant. Spike base. Let's put it up here. Let's do it white so I can see it better. All right. YouTube color white. Man, I love Sierra charts. Save chart book. This software is hated or love it. I went from hating with passion to loving it. What's happening here, buddy? This one is not updating. What's wrong with you? Chart, chart settings. Yes, yes. Chart values, session times. Yes. Vision no. I don't want to use. Oh no. How can I change this? Data limiting. Intraday? No, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. This is historical chart. Oh, I know what's happening here. This is the monthly. My bad. Now this is daily. Now something seasonal here is Santa Claus, right? Santa Claus rally. This is the current contract open around this level. Now we are at the base. You know, let's make this okay right there. 11 September, August, September 12. This leader guy here, right? We are right there basically. You know, this support resistance is this one here for the ES. It must be something. What is for Nasdaq? Let's find out. 24,500 is Nasdaq. 24 is this one here. 24,300 is this one here. All right, with like a backup a little bit higher. No, the seasonality of this market is coming into December. We will see something like this. The infamous or very famous Santa Claus rally. That's what everybody expects. The first week, second week of December, most of hedge funds heads are going to be out on vacations, and that leaves retail or small traders basically in control of the market. Usually, again, that's the key word, right? Usually. I don't know. I don't claim to know what is going to happen. Now, something that I have just remembered right now is from yesterday, the late period, right? The spike came from basically hard back. Now we have a breakout of the two periods in the ES from this area here, right? And this one, the current period, is already checking this one as well. So there is some weakness in the upper side here. I'm talking about this guy here for Nasdaq and this guy here for the ES. This is ES is slightly different because it has, right? It has a two-period balance. There's a breakout of these two balance that gave us the spike here, and this one, there's more. Is just weakening this high. What happened here? Ooh, what some volume here, finally, up here. Right at the one. Okay. This, I have 4 digits. I have something here. Let me see if I take I guess I'm going to take a long here. Okay, let's see what happens when this period opens. Kind of like at the center, but the thing is, I have volume, I have blocks, I have beat coming. But the 66 has not been taken. Okay, look, let's see what's happening here. Where can I guess I'm forming a bias here. What happens if the buyer keeps coming but the market doesn't move? Well, that's the question. That's another question here. Ooh, look at the volume that's coming in. Look at that. Do you see this? It's coming. More volume is coming in Nasdaq as well. Right at the base of the spike. Right below the spike. Right below the spike. Right below. Oh, come on. Who said trading was easy? Okay. Who said trading was easy, man? I still have not made my mind yet. I am starting to form something here. Alright. I don't want to go against the market. How do I know I'm going against the market? That's the question, right? If I don't know, this is an inside bar coming here. Look at that, Royal Center. Now, mutual sentiment, okay? C56, a little bit higher. Okay. All right, here. Let's see how that in. Oh, okay. Okay. Look at that. Come on, take that. I dare you to take it. Give me something. If this volume keeps coming, but the market cannot show any progress, so what do that mean, right? There's some volume here now in Nasdaq. This one here now is using this as a support. Oh, look at that! There's something coming here. All right. So if I have a short bias, I should be selling rallies. And if we have a long bias, I should be buying dips. I have these whites here, whites down here, in both Nasdaq and ES. Traders see these lows as areas to buy, these highs as areas to sell. Now this is not good. This is not good. This is not looking good. All right. I want to see if the market has this cannot be good, man. This is not a good low at all. I wouldn't like to be long here right now. Tell me something good. What happened to traders is many times most of us gets very excited for what we watching our screens, right? It's really easy to fall for price. Tell me something good. That low, look at where that low is being bought. Okay. Now we have bad lows at the same time. Nasdaq and yes. Not likely to hold. Do you remember like 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, I say, oh, I better get that long, right? I did not have it that long because I was forming a bias there, um, but I wanted to see. I want to see what because we were too close to the opening of the second period, and the market was right at the center, right at the center where the high volume, where the high concentration volume was, with buying coming, right? But I couldn't see that advance, right? There are some mixed um, markets here, mixed signals. They are not in sync, and I'm not talking about the market, but the signals that are the information these markets are delivering. Now we have excess in the low side. Nasdaq has at least no good low for years. These kind of lows would have been better if they are formed down here, for example. No, not here. Not here. This cannot be good for a long. Tell me something good. Now this volume here, the volume that came has been rebalanced. If this was some buying here, who can hold, right? Who can hold this buys here? Short-term traders, small traders, I don't think so. Now go ahead and buy this low. Oh boy, it's easy to talk, man. It's easy to talk. Market is back at the center again. Continuation, diamond. That's half back. There's significant volume here. It's picking up. Let's see if this more it attracts more sellers up here, or maybe prices are too low to attract sellers. Look at that. Six minutes, the market wasn't able to take this low. It's an inside bar. Nasdaq has already established a trend to the downside. I need to change my chair. It's just make too much noise here. Tell me something good. Pay attention to the daily, man. Let's just check the daily here. All of these activities coming right. This is kind of like having continuation from this. If the market can't take this area, which is right below the 6600, there's nothing above, all the way up to here. Can the market retrace, or can the market do that, right? That would mean in Nasdaq, for example, doing, it is easy to forget to forget context. Look at the extent of this range, right? There's selling coming, continuation of this selling activity from yesterday. Look at where this range is, right at the low, right? Can Nasdaq, for example, rally 1,000 points today? Everything is possible. I'm not saying that's going to happen, right? what are the odds though? Like any kind of activity, any kind of naked put sellers, for example, they are they are toasted now, right? They're basically they're toasted. The last hope is, the market, just check this, for example, right? Who would have think, for example, that this market would come below this range, when the market was up here? It's really easy, really easy. Just sell some puts down here, and you keep the premium as long as the market closes above this level here. But many times with this kind of movements, it puts the price or the premium way, I mean, deep, not deep in the money, but the advance that it has can be good enough for the account to be liquidated due lack of funds, right? Due to lack of funds. Just check it out. Just check it out. Just check this out. What's happening in Nasdaq, for example? Right? This is thing, right? Where this current day is in Nasdaq, where the current day is in ES. Right here is below this support, and ES is right above. Is it? My bad. It's not, because this is support here. Is this one here? Well, both are below this one. I got to move this one. And why I move this? Because this is it. This one here. I would say this, or maybe even this one, somewhere around that area. This can be a day with tremendous chop as well. Can it have some opportunities? I believe so. The week has been characterized by the market, talking about the years, failing to take key levels to the upside. Right now, the same thing is happening. To close the week is happening. The 6600 is right there, man. You can feel it, right? I think traders can smell it. The 6600 is right there. It's right there. It is kind of like weak, because just check it out where it ends, right? It is being sold right from pretty much the same thing. It happened. This one is what bothers me. Okay. Tell me that you love me. Oh, look at that, man. Look at where this market is right now. Nasdaq has already closed these distributions. Has it? More buying coming here. As the market goes lower, there's some significant buying coming here. Huh. Somebody's attempting. Oh. It seems like somebody's trying to catch a knife here. $66, $65, right here. Right here. Boy, then look at this. Nasdaq here. Liar, this key level, man. Let me see what Nasdaq is leading the way, very close to this one here. It's called. It's just I cannot say I cannot state. I also cannot highlight this. Highlight how you know how related are these two indices here right now. They have the same references in the lower side, very close. If one market reaches the reference before the other one, usually the other one is going to follow path. All right. Look at where these markets are, and check about what I have said earlier when the market was printing these volumes here and what the market did right after that. Right, I was having a bias here. No, but got to see, right? Just single pieces of information are not or without context really don't have any meaning. I got to put things in context here. Trading this market, trading these markets back and forth, is just scalping. All right. Now we have something to the downside. Both this low is not good. It's coming to the next accumulation volume. The last one. I wonder if we're going to have a rotational day here. Usually, this kind of breaks are followed by the extension in the overnight. It didn't happen. I wonder if that can happen during regular trading hours now. Look at that, man. More volume is more buying is coming here. 65, 60, 65, 65, 65 down here. Uh, 65, 81, 50. Copy. 65. Yeah, that's the opening. Hardback is 65, 76. Slide. Look at that, man. The daily. This is one thing about the daily. My daily. This chart's daily is different than. Let me check. Let me check the thing of swing. Yeah, those are different. This one is not registering. This is has considered. I got no way, man. I don't like this. That I cannot choose season times. It is by default, right? That includes the overnight. I don't want this to include the overnight. Can be misleading. Okay, looks like we may have a day to the downside. Let's see if I can see some opportunities here. It's going to be rotational trading day. Don't know. Right, that's where the market closed yesterday. Right there at zero. In the upper side, I have this thing here, and also copy and move on this one here as a potential. Okay. What do I want to do? No, I am going to keep this open. This is kind of questionable here. This one here. This one here. This is something that still worries me for any downside here. How much is the BX? Let's check. Let's check the BX. Indices. The BX 26. Mm. That is good. That cannot be bad. All right, let's check some options now. What is my options both? What the heck? Huh, it's gone. Here it is. This is in 0-day options. All right. Right here. This can be a rotational day. So I don't know yet, but I may find myself trading highs and lows. Selling rallies, buying dips. That can be something here. Now we are at the highs. 65.50 today, 65.50. What it is? Wow, 17 points. That's what volatility does. 65.50, 66.620, 66.20. That's 14. Okay, if I have 66.20 up here, I may have 66.50 down here. I'm not sure that this is the center of the range yet. Or maybe even this one, 65.20. 65.20, where are you? That's 11 points. Yeah, 11 and... All right. Again. Okay, we have some volume here now. Volume is coming lower. Look at this. Volume is, we have some volume here. It's different. Nasdaq is different. Volume Nasdaq is higher. Okay, this one has come lower here. See, maybe this is a rotational day. Don't know. 66.20. This is too high. 66.20. The next one is this one. 6,600. 6,600. Let's put 2 over there. 20 and 66 and below would be 20 and maybe this low here. 65, 50. Yeah, 65, 50, which is fucking expensive right now. All right, I got it there. Upper range low. Upper range low has been taken here. Mm, let's forget about this one. Questionable low here. Look at that. Oh boy, this distribution has been close. Very mixed signals here. This is different, this is different. This actually makes me, doesn't give me too much confidence for the answer. All right. Seems like Nasdaq is slightly weaker. Man, the volume, man. Let's see if Nasdaq can follow pattern, close this distribution here. Buying live from seller here. This can be maybe this can be what the market's aiming to. Nasdaq has already reached that, as you can see. Nasdaq has closed the distributions contrary to the ES. Can you see this? Man, this is seems like we are going to have a rotation, very questionable lows here. This means that, why I paid attention to this kind of lows is, and especially this one here, right? This is exactly to almost to to where this was. It's stopped to the tick, to this one here, I believe. Yeah, it is the 10. Yeah, this is the 10. This is the 10. Remember, this is considered. That's why I don't like this chart, because this is considered the overnight. This one, I need to find oh boy, look at this. Look at this up here. Look at this down here. And let's sell. I guess the trade. I don't. I haven't seen an opportunity really yet. I am starting to think that maybe there could be some accumulation, and if there is some sort of imbalance that happened somewhere through the session, or maybe as the market reaches the end of the day, we might see something there. The fuck has happened here? God damn. I've lost. It went. Oh, come on. It went to infinity. Minus. I don't want to see minus. Hey, that man, I want to show that there is actually volume picking up here in this period, in the second period. Ooh la la! Ooh! No, there is something here. How can detach gadget? Okay, I have. All right. This is extraordinary. Really. Look at that! Look at this! Fudge! Fuck, man. Look at this. Look at what happened during the second period. This is the first period. This is market. This is the second. Tremendous amount of volume. Oh, hold on. Huh? Something's going on here. Tremendous amount of volume here. And this is the whole market. What I'm showing you there is the whole market. It's not the ES. That's the whole market. God damn it. I need to close this one again. So there's huge volume here. This is the first sign of change that I have noticed here in the ES. Actually, it's huge, man, huge volume coming here. They say this market can't reach this. This one here. Look at this high here. Look at this high here. This questionary overnight low was from the open. I'm not pulling up sanction on Russia or. I guess I was like too late here to notice this. Let's see, a little bit of volume comes up here. If this market can take this low here, that's not going to be good for any short there. But that in this market needs to see downside continuation. I got a call here. Let me see if we can get settled. Let me got settled. To settle. He did not got to settle. Now we have an option to the downside. Both markets options to the downside with the with Nasdaq already getting a little bit short here, and very questionable high in the ES. This kind of reference usually are not fixed right away. If this happens in the other way around, when the market is going lower, but it happens to the upside, that is when the market pays attention to closest. So it is important for this movement to not to trade to get back to settle here. Not to get back inside this range, for example. Remember, this is already an inside day. I mean, we were telling that there might be some rotation here, kind of like selling rallies and buying dips activity. I don't know if that's going to be the case. For the call to work, this market has to take settle and not to trade back below this accumulation here. Basically aiming to close this one to fix that, or maybe taking this one here. But it's a trade against the market. Remember, it's a trade against the market. Don't fall in love with any kind of trade here. If it goes against you, just be quick to eliminate or get rid of that. All right. Now there's some, look at that, there's some volume coming to the downside here. Some bit coming here, 65, 60. This is 1030. Wow, look at this. I didn't see this one. It's 1030. This is actually to the down, to the upside. 1030. 1030. That's B. $65.45. 65. Oh, whoa! Look at what it is. Down here. All right. I have closed my call here. Maybe too soon again. No, this is it. This is it. This there can be some huge rotations here. I think this is something I did not expect here. Look at that, man. Let me put the market here. This is New York. This is the NYSE. This is the NYSE and this is the ES. It's huge. Who did close that call, man? Why? Okay, let me see. Maybe now market coming somewhere around this area, and then another one comes, and this time it may attempt to take the 6600. If it does, maybe we may see some upside here. You want to know what this? You want to know what this is? It leaves this one here. That's where the first time. That's when the first time the overnight. You know, that's when the market closed. The first break the market had was right there, and now it's right there. This. I mean, everybody can see that, right? If I can see it, everybody can. So this is most likely related to short-term trading, basically. Okay, like the original pre-market action that get the market kind of like a long in short covering fashion. That has been deal. That's something the market has taken care of. Now it remains to see now what the market is going to do now. All right. So what is the tone for the rest of the day? That's what I'm going to say. Traders usually will be selling these highs here and having a tight stop, as the market I'm talking about Nasdaq. Market closes this distribution here, and that's a stop. But I wouldn't be that confident, especially having in consideration the ES also has a really questionable high up there. That would be the second time in a row. All right. Now we have POC. Now here Nasdaq. I do this in Nasdaq because it is too zoom out. I cannot see. ES is easier. I can see greens here. Right. Oh, if you don't see it, I can put it here, for example. Right there. Now this one has been taken care of. The market has dealt this one. Nasdaq has closed the distribution here, which actually makes a case to the downside, really. Okay, if it doesn't make a case to the downside, then go short. Right? Let's take a little short here. I'm short ES now. I'm taking just micros here. I don't want the market to come back close to this level here. The next thing, it may take settle. It has to take settle. Settle back right there. So put your money where the mouth is, right? Okay. I'm moving. I have moved my stop. Stop out. Tiny micros here. This I believe, all right. This I believe is going to be a market with a high rotation, high intraday rotation. Got to be. It is not guaranteed. If that's the case, it's not guaranteed that's going to stay throughout the day. There may be times in which the market gets too long or too short, or when we see the market showing some kind of pivot or a stronger, larger rotation, right? The current action is to the downside. And my trade, I would love to do what I say, right? My trade was aimed to close or the market repairing this one here. Once that has been done, I closed too soon. Once that is done, the trade is over, right? You got the trade at work perfect according to what you have established, and when you reach your areas that you thought the market would reach, do something, man. Just do something, right? I aim to that, right? Close too soon, and as soon as this market did this, the next thing is okay. Right? When I may see some rotation. Let's take the other side of the trade. A better trade would be shorting up here in this area. But I don't want too much upside extension because remember the inventory is short now, very, very short. The main thing is where is my support? This one upper range low, this one here, and the upper side. I will hide. Should I put this? No. I know that this 69.50 is where the market. Remember, this is this mark here, right? I have it here at 65.60, but you have the idea, right? This is kind of, I am trying to be more precise here, but you can use a range as well, right? And what I mean with this is, let me make this one smaller so you can see better what I'm talking about. What I mean here is, basically all of this inventory, right, being to the upside, and now being at risk of being liquidated. So the market is right at that level, and that level is exactly this one, or I can take the 6600. The market takes this one, remains to the downside. Above this one, there's potential. Maybe first take care of this, and above we have the distributions. Volume here during the overnight in the Nasdaq was extremely thin. There was a lot of movement, quick upsides, quick downsides, and there was no depth in that market. Same thing goes to I can say of the ES. Now let me see if I can add something here. I guess I can put the other indices as well. I'm going to do Nasdaq here. I can put chart settings, and I can put Russell here. Apply. Let's see how much resources these things take. Look at this in Russell. Well, because this is very clear here, right there is defending that reference. What can I do here? Let's duplicate this chart and do this chart duplicate. Where are you? Chart duplicate. Let's make you chart settings to down. And this chart is delayed. The Dow has not reached the lows yet. It's kind of like right there, really close, right? Hanging, throwing, using all the nails and all the strength on its fingers. These areas here, when trading, got to pay special attention to these areas. Once you have a plan on these areas here, right? In rotational markets, this is sold, this is sell, this is buy, and this is a dead zone here. Any trade that is placed in here, rotational days, the odds are pretty much 50-50, which is no good. You can use a coin, a flip of a coin to to establish your risk there, and that's not good. Do not trade your P&L. That's one of the things that I strongly suggest not to do. Suggest you not to do. Do not trade. Just turn off your P&L and focus on the market, man. $64, $65.45, $65.45. All of this is incredible here. All of these blocks are actually coming to the upside. All right, it is 11 a.m. Unless you have any questions, I'm going to be calling it a day here. I wish you have a wonderful rest of the day and have a great weekend. See you.